Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're comparing the Little House on the Prairie cast from 1974 to 2024. What happened to Laura, Pa, and the rest of the Ingalls family? Stick around to see how they've changed and what they're up to now. Let's dive in. Melissa Gilbert, born on May 8, 1964, in Los Angeles, California, was adopted by actors Paul Gilbert and Barbara Crane. Her journey into acting began early, leading to her iconic role as Laura Ingalls in Little House on the Prairie at the age of 10. The show, based on the Little House books by Laura Ingalls Wilder, depicted the life of a pioneer family in the 19th century and ran from 1974 to 1983 as the spirited and adventurous Laura, affectionately nicknamed Half Pint by her on-screen father Charles Ingalls, played by Michael Landon. Gilbert became a beloved child star. Her portrayal captured the hearts of audiences, and she grew up on the set, tackling storylines that allowed her to explore a range of emotions and experiences. Little House on the Prairie addressed various social and family issues, contributing to its lasting appeal. Michael Landon played a significant role in Gilbert's life, serving as a mentor and father figure. Over 9 seasons, Gilbert appeared in more than 200 episodes, evolving from a playful child to a young woman dealing with the joys and challenges of frontier life. After Little House on the Prairie, Gilbert continued acting in television films and series, taking on more mature roles such as Helen Keller in The Miracle Worker and Anne Frank in The Diary of Anne Frank. She also voiced Batgirl in Batman, the animated series. Her career expanded to include producing and directing, and she served as the president of the Screen Actors Guild from 2001 to 2005, where she played a key role in labor negotiations within the industry. In her personal life, Gilbert faced struggles and triumphs. She married actor Bo Brinkman in 1988, with whom she had a son, Dakota, before divorcing in 1994. Her second marriage to actor Bruce Boxleitner, with whom she had another son, Michael, also ended in divorce in 2011. Gilbert has been candid about her battles with substance abuse and her journey to sobriety, sharing these experiences in her memoir, Prairie Tale. Her honesty about the pressures of fame and Hollywood resonated with many, establishing her as a figure of resilience. Gilbert eventually returned to her Little House roots by performing in a touring production of Little House on the Prairie, the musical, where she played Caroline Ma Ingalls, reflecting a full circle moment in her career. She continued to embrace her connection to the show through writing, publishing My Prairie Cookbook, which combines recipes and personal anecdotes. In 2013, she married actor Timothy Busfield, and the couple settled in Michigan, opting for a quieter lifestyle. Melissa Gilbert's journey from child star to seasoned actress and advocate illustrates a life marked by adaptation and resilience. Her portrayal of Laura Ingalls continues to endear her to new generations, cementing her legacy in American television history. Michael Landon, born Eugene Maurice Orowitz on October 31, 1936, in Queens, New York, was a prominent American actor, writer, director, and producer, best known for his work on classic television shows like Bonanza, Little House on the Prairie, and Highway to Heaven. Raised in a tumultuous household with a mother who struggled with mental health issues, Landon found solace in sports, particularly javelin throwing, and later pursued acting. Landon's big break came in 1959 when he was cast as Little Joe Cartwright in Bonanza, one of the longest-running Western series in American television history. He became a fan favorite, appearing on the show until it ended in 1973. His experience on Bonanza gave him the opportunity to write and direct some episodes, laying the foundation for his future career as a creator and showrunner. In 1974, Landon took on a new challenge by adapting Laura Ingalls Wilder's Little House books into a television series. As Charles Pa Ingalls, he portrayed a loving and strong father figure, while also serving as the show's executive producer, writer, and frequent director. His deep involvement in the series' production ensured that it maintained a balance of wholesome family values and social issues such as poverty, discrimination, and illness. Landon's portrayal of Pa helped shape the show's enduring legacy, making him a beloved father figure to millions of viewers. For the young cast, including Melissa Gilbert, who played Laura Ingalls, Landon was a mentor and father figure on and off the screen. His guidance and support were instrumental in shaping Gilbert's career, and his dedication to the cast and crew created a close-knit environment on set. After Little House on the Prairie ended in 1983, Landon created and starred in Highway to Heaven, which aired from 1984 to 1989. In this series, he played Jonathan Smith, an angel sent to Earth to help people in need. The show continued his tradition of exploring themes of hope, compassion, and overcoming adversity, further cementing his reputation as an actor who brought warmth and morality to television. Landon's personal life was complex, marked by 3 marriages and 9 children. He was open about his struggles, including his tumultuous childhood, health issues, and infidelity, which impacted his relationships. Despite these challenges, Landon remained a dedicated father and often drew from his own life experiences to inform his work. In 1991, Michael Landon was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, a condition that rapidly progressed. He passed away on July 1, 1991, at the age of 54. His death was a significant loss to the entertainment world, but his legacy continues through the timeless shows he created and starred in. Landon's contributions to television, particularly his roles in Bonanza, Little House on the Prairie, and Highway to Heaven, left an indelible mark on American culture. His commitment to family-oriented programming, his ability to address social issues with sensitivity, and his portrayal of compassionate characters have made him a beloved figure whose work continues to resonate with audiences. Karen Grassle, born on February 25, 1942, in Berkeley, California, is an American actress best known for her role as Caroline Ingalls, the nurturing mother on Little House on the Prairie. Grassle's portrayal of Ma became iconic, representing the heart of the Ingalls family and embodying strength, warmth, and resilience. Karen Grassle grew up in a family that valued education and the arts. She attended the University of California, Berkeley, where she initially studied English. During college, she developed a passion for acting and decided to pursue it professionally. Grassle later studied at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art Lambda, where she honed her skills in classical theater. Upon returning to the United States, Grassle worked in regional theater, performing in various stage productions. She built her reputation as a talented stage actress, taking on roles in Shakespearean plays and contemporary dramas. However, despite her success in theater, she struggled to make a breakthrough in television and film. Grassle's big break came in 1974 when she was cast as Caroline Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie. The show, based on Laura Ingalls Wilder's Little House books, told the story of a pioneer family in the American Midwest. Grassle's character, often referred to as Ma, was the pillar of the family, supporting her husband Charles, played by Michael Landon, and their children, with unwavering love and strength. Her portrayal of Caroline captured the essence of a devoted mother facing the hardships of frontier life with grace and determination. Grassle brought depth to the character, balancing warmth and discipline while tackling various storylines that addressed social issues like poverty, illness, and gender roles. Her chemistry with Michael Landon was central to the show's success, creating one of television's most beloved on-screen couples. When Little House on the Prairie ended in 1983, Grassle returned to her theater roots. She continued to act in stage productions across the United States, performing in both classical and contemporary plays. While her career primarily focused on theater, she did appear in several films and television series, including Hotel, Murder, She Wrote, and Wyatt Earp. Grassle also dedicated time to teaching acting and was involved in producing plays. Her commitment to the arts extended beyond performing, as she supported various theater companies and participated in efforts to promote the value of theater education. Grassle's personal life has had its share of challenges and changes. She has been married 3 times and has 1 adopted daughter. Throughout her life, she has been an advocate for women's rights, speaking openly about issues like domestic violence and gender equality. In her later years, Grassle shared more about her experiences on Little House on the Prairie and her relationships with the cast, including Michael Landon. She published her memoir, Bright Lights, Prairie Dust, in 2021, which provided a candid look at her life, career, and the realities behind the scenes of the beloved series. Karen Grassle's portrayal of Caroline Ingalls remains a defining role in her career, endearing her to generations of viewers. Her contributions to Little House on the Prairie helped make the series a timeless classic, and her work in theater has demonstrated her dedication to the craft of acting. Melissa Sue Anderson, born on September 26, 1962, in Berkeley, California, is an American Canadian actress best known for her role as Mary Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie. Her portrayal of the eldest Ingalls daughter brought both warmth and emotional depth to the beloved TV series. Melissa Sue Anderson began her career in the entertainment industry at a young age. She initially appeared in commercials before transitioning to television guest spots on shows like Bewitched and The Brady Bunch. Her natural talent and on-screen presence quickly gained attention, leading to her breakthrough role on Little House on the Prairie. In 1974, Anderson was cast as Mary Ingalls, the eldest daughter in the Ingalls family on Little House on the Prairie. Her character was central to many of the show's most poignant storylines, especially as Mary faced various life challenges, including blindness. Anderson's portrayal of Mary was marked by a depth of emotion that resonated with audiences, especially during Mary's journey of losing her sight and dealing with the resulting struggles. The role required Anderson to display a wide range of emotions and maturity, especially in episodes where Mary's life was dramatically altered. Her performance in the episode I'll Be Waving As You Drive Away, where Mary goes blind, earned her a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series nomination in 1978. Her ability to handle such a challenging storyline at a young age established her as a serious actress. After leaving Little House on the Prairie in 1981, Anderson continued to act in various television films and series, including Midnight Offerings, a supernatural thriller, and Which Mother Is Mine, for which she won a Daytime Emmy Award. She also had guest roles on popular shows like The Love Boat, Murder, She Wrote, and The Equalizer. Despite finding success in these roles, she gradually stepped back from acting in the late 1980s to focus on her family life. Melissa Sue Anderson became a naturalized citizen of Canada in 2007, and she currently resides in Montreal with her husband, writer and producer Michael Sloan, and their 2 children. Anderson has largely maintained a private life, preferring to stay out of the spotlight compared to some of her Little House co-stars. She has, however, made occasional appearances at Little House on the Prairie reunions and special events, connecting with fans who still cherish the series. In 2010, Anderson published her memoir, The Way I See It, a look back at my life on Little House, where she reflected on her time on the show, her experiences working with Michael Landon, and the impact of the series on her life and career. The book offered insights into the behind-the-scenes dynamics of the show and allowed Anderson to share her personal journey in her own words. Melissa Sue Anderson's portrayal of Mary Ingalls remains a significant part of Little House on the Prairie's legacy, with her emotionally powerful performances leaving a lasting impression on the series' fans. Her work on the show continues to be celebrated, and she is remembered for bringing depth and authenticity to one of television's most iconic family dramas. Allison Argent, born on January 18, 1962, in New York City, is an American actress, author, and comedian best known for her role as Nellie Oleson on Little House on the Prairie. Her portrayal of the spoiled and manipulative character made her one of the most memorable villains on television, creating a lasting impact that still resonates with fans of the show. Allison Argent was born into a show business family. Her mother, Norma Macmillan, was a well-known voice actress who worked on animated series like Casper the Friendly Ghost, and her father, Thor Arngrim, was a Hollywood talent manager. Arngrim's early exposure to the entertainment industry set the stage for her career. She began acting as a child, appearing in commercials and small TV roles before landing her iconic role on Little House on the Prairie. In 1974, at the age of 12, Arngrim was cast as Nellie Oleson, the spoiled, snobbish, and cunning rival of Laura Ingalls. The character of Nellie, based on a combination of real-life people from Laura Ingalls Wilder's books, was known for her blonde ringlets, fancy dresses, and constant scheming. Arngrim embraced the role, bringing to life the mean girl of Walnut Grove, with a mix of humor and authenticity. Her portrayal of Nellie was so convincing that many viewers found it hard to separate the actress from the character. Arngrim was often confronted by fans who took Nellie's antics personally, a testament to how effectively she played the part. Despite the challenges of being typecast, she embraced the role and even enjoyed portraying a character that audiences loved to hate. Her dynamic on-screen rivalry with Melissa Gilbert's Laura added a unique tension to the show, and their confrontations became some of the most memorable scenes in the series. After Little House on the Prairie ended in 1983, Arngrim continued to act in various television shows and stage productions, though she struggled to distance herself from the iconic role of Nellie. She eventually turned to stand-up comedy, using her experiences on the show as material for her act, where she often humorously addressed what it was like playing one of TV's most famous brats. In 2010, Arngrim published her memoir, Confessions of a Prairie Bitch: How I Survived Nellie Oleson and Learned to Love Being Hated. The book provided a candid and humorous look at her life, her time on Little House on the Prairie, and the challenges she faced, including childhood trauma and overcoming abuse. The memoir was well received for its honesty and wit, allowing Arngrim to share her story beyond her on-screen persona. Arngrim became an advocate for social causes, including AIDS awareness and child abuse prevention. She was motivated to raise awareness after the death of her friend and Little House on the Prairie co-star Steve Tracy, who played Nellie's husband, Percival, from AIDS in 1986. She has been a long-time volunteer and board member for the AIDS organization Project Angel Food. She also became an outspoken advocate against child abuse, sharing her own experiences as a survivor to help others. Her activism has been a significant part of her life. Alongside her continued work in entertainment, Allison Argent's portrayal of Nellie Oleson remains one of television's most iconic villain roles. Her ability to bring humor, depth, and humanity to a character that could have easily been one-dimensional helped make Little House on the Prairie a classic. Argent has successfully turned her experiences into a platform for advocacy and comedy, demonstrating resilience and versatility throughout her life and career. Richard Bull, born on June 26, 1924, in Zion, Illinois, was an American actor best known for his role as Nels Oleson on Little House on the Prairie. Throughout his long career, Bull became a familiar face on television, recognized for his gentle demeanor and ability to bring depth to supporting roles. Bull developed an interest in acting during high school and went on to study at the Goodman Theater in Chicago. He began his career in theater, performing in local productions before transitioning to television in the 1950s. Over the years, he appeared in various guest roles on popular shows such as Perry Mason, Gunsmoke, and The Andy Griffith Show, as well as in films like The Satan Bug 1965 and High Plains Drifter 1973. In 1974, Richard Bull was cast as Nels Oleson, the kind-hearted and soft-spoken proprietor of The general store in Little House on the Prairie. Nels was married to Harriet Olsen, played by Katherine McGregor, a snobbish and often overbearing woman, and was the father of the spoiled Nellie and Willie Olsen. The character of Nels provided a counterbalance to Harriet's antics, often serving as the voice of reason and morality. Bull's portrayal of Nels Olsen brought humor, warmth, and depth to the series. His character, despite being part of the antagonistic Olsen family, was one of the most sympathetic and likable figures on the show. The dynamics between Nels and Harriet created memorable moments of comedic relief, with Bull's calm and measured performances contrasting sharply with McGregor's more exaggerated portrayal of Harriet. Nels was frequently seen as a mediator and friend to the Ingalls family, making him an integral part of the Walnut Grove community. After Little House on the Prairie ended in 1983, Bull continued to work in television, appearing in shows such as Highway to Heaven, reuniting with Little House co-star Michael Landon, and Designing Women. Though he took on fewer roles in his later years, he remained a beloved figure among fans of Little House on the Prairie, often participating in cast reunions and events dedicated to the series. Bull had a long-lasting collaboration with Katherine McGregor, and their on-screen chemistry, as Nels and Harriet became one of television's most endearing pairs. The enduring popularity of the show kept Bull in the public eye long after its original run, and his portrayal of Nels Olsen continued to be celebrated by new generations of fans. Richard Bull was married to actress Barbara Collentine, and the couple remained together for over 65 years until his death. The two often appeared together at Little House on the Prairie events and shared a love for theater and acting. Bull was known for his kindness, humility, and professionalism, earning respect from colleagues and fans alike. Richard Bull passed away on February 3, 2014, at the age of 89 in Calabasas, California. His death was mourned by fans and former co-stars, including Allison Argent and Melissa Gilbert, who remembered him fondly for his kindness and the warmth he brought to his character. Bull's role as Nels Olsen remains a key part of Little House on the Prairie's legacy, representing a character who was compassionate, wise, and often humorous. His performances brought a quiet strength to the show, making Nels Olsen a beloved figure who resonated with audiences and contributed to the timeless appeal of the series. Katherine McGregor, born Dorley Dean McGregor on January 12, 1925, in Glendale, California, was an American actress best known for her role as Harriet Olsen on Little House on the Prairie. Her portrayal of the snobbish and outspoken wife of Nels Olsen made her one of television's most memorable characters, adding both humor and drama to the beloved series. McGregor grew up in Colorado and developed an interest in acting at a young age. After graduating from Northwestern University, she moved to New York City to pursue her passion for theater. She studied acting under renowned teachers Sanford Meisner and Stella Adler, building a strong foundation in the craft. During the 1950s and 1960s, McGregor worked primarily in theater, performing in off-Broadway productions and on Broadway. She also took on minor film and television roles, appearing in movies like On the Waterfront 1954 and TV shows such as Mannix and All in the Family. In 1974, Katherine McGregor was cast as Harriet Olsen, the wealthy and opinionated owner of the Mercantile in Little House on the Prairie. The character of Harriet was known for her haughty attitude, frequent meddling, and rivalry with the Ingalls family, particularly Laura. As the main antagonist, Harriet often brought conflict and comedy to the series, with her snobbish behavior serving as a foil to the more down-to-earth residents of Walnut Grove. McGregor's portrayal of Harriet was layered, bringing not only humor but also occasional glimpses of vulnerability. Her comedic timing and ability to deliver biting dialogue made Harriet Olsen one of the show's most entertaining characters. While Harriet often clashed with others, McGregor added depth to the role by giving Harriet a certain charm and humanity, making her more than just a villain. Her on-screen chemistry with Richard Bull, who played her husband Nels, created some of the most memorable moments on the show. The dynamic between Harriet's domineering nature and Nels' more easygoing personality resulted in both comedic and touching scenes, contributing to the series' charm. After Little House on the Prairie ended in 1983, McGregor stepped away from acting. She had found great success in the role of Harriet Olsen but chose not to pursue further television or film work. Instead, she turned her attention to spiritual and humanitarian interests. She became deeply involved in Hinduism and worked as a volunteer and acting teacher at the Los Angeles Mission, helping people in need. McGregor did not participate in the final Little House on the Prairie TV movies, as she had already begun her journey away from Hollywood. However, she remained connected to the show's legacy through fan events and reunions, where she was warmly received by audiences who appreciated her iconic role. Katherine McGregor was married twice, though both marriages ended in divorce. Her personal life was often kept private, and she focused more on her spiritual growth and community service. After her acting career, she lived a quiet life, dedicating her time to meditation, volunteer work, and teaching. Katherine McGregor passed away on November 13, 2018, at the age of 93 in Los Angeles, California. Her death was met with tributes from Little House on the Prairie fans and former co-stars who remembered her for the humor and vitality she brought to the role of Harriet Olsen. McGregor's portrayal of Harriet remains one of the most beloved aspects of Little House on the Prairie. Her ability to turn a potentially one-dimensional character into a complex and entertaining figure made her an unforgettable part of the series. Harriet Olsen, with her fiery personality and sharp wit, continues to be remembered as one of television's great comedic antagonists, and Katherine McGregor's performance helped to solidify the show's place in popular culture. Jonathan Gilbert, born on April 28, 1967, in Los Angeles, California, is a former American actor best known for his role as Willie Olsen on Little House on the Prairie. As the adopted son of actors Barbara Crane and Paul Gilbert, and the younger brother of Melissa Gilbert, who played Laura Ingalls, Jonathan was introduced to acting at a young age. Jonathan Gilbert was cast as Willie Olsen, the mischievous younger brother of Nellie Olsen, and the son of Harriet and Nels Olsen in 1974. Willie was often portrayed as a troublemaker and prankster, frequently getting into mischief, especially under the influence of his older sister, Nellie. His antics provided comic relief and added to the dynamics of the Olsen family. Although Willie was initially a more minor character, his role grew as the series progressed, and he became involved in more storylines, including his experiences at school and his evolving relationship with his sister and the Ingalls children. As the show continued, Willie matured, with his character eventually surprising everyone by settling down and deciding to pursue a serious career as a teacher in the later episodes. When Little House on the Prairie ended in 1983, Jonathan Gilbert retired from acting. Unlike his sister Melissa, who continued with a successful acting career, Jonathan decided to pursue a different path. After leaving the entertainment industry, he led a life away from the public eye, focusing on his education and career in a completely different field. Jonathan earned an MBA in finance and went on to work as a stockbroker. His life took a significant turn from his early years in show business, as he shifted to a more private and low-profile profession. He has largely remained out of the spotlight since his departure from acting, with little public information available about his personal life. Jonathan's relationship with his sister Melissa Gilbert has had its complexities. While they were close as children, they reportedly became estranged in adulthood. The reasons for this distance have not been publicly disclosed, as both siblings have kept much of their personal lives private. Despite this, Melissa has spoken fondly of their time working together on Little House on the Prairie, often sharing memories of the set. Jonathan is also distantly connected to actress Sarah Gilbert, who is his adoptive half-sister. Through their mother, Barbara Crane, Jonathan Gilbert may have retired from acting early, but his role as Willie Olson on Little House on the Prairie continues to be remembered by fans of the show. His portrayal of the mischievous yet endearing character added a fun dynamic to the series, and his work remains part of the enduring legacy of the show. Though he chose a different career path, his contribution to one of television's most beloved family dramas has left a lasting impression. Victor French, born on December 4, 1934, in Santa Barbara, California, was an American actor and director best known for his roles on Little House on the Prairie and Highway to Heaven. French was recognized for his rugged appearance and ability to portray both rough-edged and compassionate characters, often playing roles that resonated deeply with audiences. Victor French was born into a show business family. His father, Ted French, was a Hollywood stuntman and Western actor. Growing up in that environment, Victor was naturally drawn to acting. He began his career as a stuntman and quickly moved on to acting in small roles, often in westerns. His tough guy image made him a natural fit for roles in television series like Gunsmoke, Bonanza, and The Virginian. Victor French became widely recognized for his role as Isaiah Edwards, a rough around the edges but kind-hearted mountain man on Little House on the Prairie. He joined the series in its first season in 1974, and his character became a close family friend to the Ingalls. French's portrayal of Mr. Edwards added humor, warmth, and depth to the show, with his character often providing comic relief and addressing serious issues such as alcoholism and family struggles. Isaiah Edwards had a significant storyline in which he adopted 3 children after the death of their parents, further showcasing the character's growth from a loner to a loving father figure. French's chemistry with Michael Landon, who played Charles Ingalls, contributed to some of the series' most memorable moments. Their friendship off-screen mirrored their on-screen bond, as Landon and French were close friends and collaborators throughout their careers. Victor French left Little House on the Prairie in 1977 to star in his own series, Carter Country, where he played Chief Roy Moby, but he returned to Little House in 1981 when Carter Country was canceled. He remained with the show until its conclusion in 1983, including appearing in the final television movies. His character continued to be a fan favorite, known for his loyalty, humor, and heartfelt storylines. After Little House on the Prairie ended, French reunited with Michael Landon for another television series, Highway to Heaven. The show aired from 1984 to 1989, with French playing Mark Gordon, an ex-cop who partners with Landon's character, Jonathan Smith, an angel sent to help people in need. The series focused on themes of hope, redemption, and kindness, and French's role was crucial in grounding the show with his down-to-earth portrayal of Mark. Victor French had 3 children from his first marriage to Judith Shenz, which ended in divorce. He later married Julie Cobb in 1976, but they divorced in 1978. Off-screen, French was known for his kindness, sense of humor, and love for directing. He directed numerous episodes of Little House on the Prairie and Highway to Heaven, showcasing his talents behind the camera as well as in front of it. Victor French was diagnosed with lung cancer in 1989. Sadly, the illness progressed quickly, and he passed away on June 15, 1989, at the age of 54. His death came shortly after the conclusion of Highway to Heaven, marking the end of an era for fans who cherished his roles. Victor French's work on Little House on the Prairie and Highway to Heaven left an indelible mark on American television. His ability to portray tough but compassionate characters resonated with audiences, and his close collaboration with Michael Landon led to some of television's most heartwarming and memorable moments. His legacy endures through the timeless appeal of the series he was part of, and his performances continue to be celebrated by fans. Bonnie Bartlett, born on June 20, 1929, in Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin, is an American actress with a career spanning over 7 decades. She is best known for her role as Grace Snyder Edwards on Little House on the Prairie and for her Emmy-winning performances in St. Elsewhere. Throughout her career, Bartlett has showcased her versatility and talent, earning recognition in both television and theater. Bartlett grew up in a family with a background in show business. Her father was a failed Shakespearean actor who ran a barber shop to support the family. She was inspired by her father's love of acting and decided to pursue a career in the arts. Bartlett studied acting at Northwestern University, where she met her future husband, actor William Daniels. She began her acting career in the early 1950s, appearing in various television shows such as Love of Life, a soap opera in which she played Vanessa Dale Raven. Bartlett continued to work steadily in television, often appearing in guest roles on popular series throughout the 1960s and 1970s. In 1974, Bonnie Bartlett joined the cast of Little House on the Prairie as Grace Snyder, who later becomes Grace Snyder Edwards, the wife of Isaiah Edwards, played by Victor French. Her character brought a nurturing and caring presence to the show, embodying the qualities of a devoted wife and mother. Grace and Isaiah's relationship faced many trials, including their struggles with adopting children and dealing with the difficulties of frontier life. Bartlett's portrayal of Grace Edwards added depth to the series, and her interactions with other characters, including the Ingalls family, helped to expand the show's exploration of family and community dynamics. Although her role was not as prominent as some of the main characters, she made a lasting impression with her sincere and heartfelt performances. Bartlett's career reached new heights when she took on the role of Ellen Craig on the medical drama St. Elsewhere from 1982 to 1988. Her character, the wife of Dr. Mark Craig, played by her real-life husband, William Daniels, provided some of the show's most memorable moments. Bartlett's and Daniels' on-screen chemistry, rooted in their real-life marriage, added authenticity to their performances. In 1986, Bartlett won a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama series for her role on St. Elsewhere, and Daniels won for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama series the same year, making them the first married couple to win Emmys on the same night. Bartlett won a second Emmy in 1987 for her continued work on the show. After St. Elsewhere, Bartlett continued to have a successful career in television with guest appearances on shows like The Golden Girls, Home Improvement, ER, and Grey's Anatomy. She also took on roles in films, including Twins 1988 and Primary Colors 1998, showcasing her range as an actress. Her career has included both dramatic and comedic roles, illustrating her adaptability and skill. Bonnie Bartlett married actor William Daniels in 1951, and the couple has remained together for more than 70 years. They have 2 sons, including Michael, who was adopted after the couple faced the tragedy of losing their firstborn son shortly after birth. Bartlett and Daniels have been open about the ups and downs of their marriage, which they overcame to maintain a strong partnership both personally and professionally. Bonnie Bartlett's legacy is marked by her ability to bring depth and authenticity to her roles, whether as Grace Edwards on Little House on the Prairie or as Ellen Craig on St. Elsewhere. Her achievements, including multiple Emmy Awards, demonstrate her talent and dedication to her craft. Bartlett's contributions to television continue to be celebrated, and her work has left an enduring impact on the entertainment industry. Charlotte Stewart, born on February 27, 1941, in Yuba City, California, is an American actress best known for her role as Eva Beadle, the kind-hearted schoolteacher, on Little House on the Prairie. Throughout her career, Stewart has played various roles in television and film, earning recognition for her versatility and enduring contributions to the entertainment industry. Charlotte Stewart developed an interest in acting at an early age and pursued her passion by studying drama. She attended the Pasadena Playhouse, a well-known acting school in California, where she honed her craft. Her career began in the early 1960s with roles in television series such as My Three Sons, The Loretta Young Show, and Bonanza. She built a reputation as a talented actress capable of taking on different types of characters in both drama and comedy. In 1974, Stewart was cast as Miss Eva Beadle, the gentle and understanding schoolteacher in Walnut Grove on Little House on the Prairie. Her character was the first teacher for the Ingalls children, including Laura Melissa Gilbert and Mary Melissa Sue Anderson. As Miss Beadle, Stewart portrayed a compassionate educator who helped guide the children through their studies while also dealing with the challenges of frontier life. Stewart's role as Miss Beadle made her a beloved figure among the show's fans. Her character was involved in several key storylines, including teaching the children important life lessons and helping them overcome difficulties. The character's warmth and dedication to the students resonated with audiences, making Miss Beadle an important part of the series, especially in its early seasons. After appearing in the first 4 seasons of Little House on the Prairie, Stewart left the show in 1978 but returned for occasional guest appearances. Her departure marked the end of Miss Beadle's tenure as Walnut Grove schoolteacher, but her influence on the show's young characters remained. In addition to her work on Little House on the Prairie, Charlotte Stewart is also known for her collaborations with director David Lynch. She played Mary the 10th in Lynch's cult classic film, Eraserhead 1977, a role that showcased her ability to take on unconventional and challenging parts. Stewart later appeared in Lynch's critically acclaimed television series Twin Peaks 1990. 1991, playing Betty Briggs, the wife of Major Garland Briggs. Her work with Lynch added another layer to her career, showing her versatility in both mainstream and avant-garde projects. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Stewart continued to act in various television series, including Highway to Heaven, The Waltons, and Touched by an Angel. Her career extended into film as well, with appearances in movies like Tremors 1990, where she played Nancy, a local resident of the fictional town under siege by giant underground creatures. Charlotte Stewart faced significant personal challenges, including a battle with alcoholism, which she eventually overcame. She has been candid about her struggles and recovery, sharing her experiences in her memoir, Little House in the Hollywood Hills, A Bad Girl's Guide to Becoming Miss Beadle, Mary the 10th, and Me 2016. The book offers insights into her life on and off the screen, detailing her time in Hollywood and the ups and downs of her career. Stewart was married twice. Her first marriage ended in divorce, and her second husband passed away from cancer in 1985. Despite these hardships, she continued to find strength in her work and personal growth. Charlotte Stewart's portrayal of Miss Beadle on Little House on the Prairie has left a lasting legacy, with the character still fondly remembered by fans. Her career, spanning more than 5 decades, highlights her resilience and dedication to acting, from classic television to experimental film. Whether playing a warm-hearted teacher or a part in a David Lynch project, Stewart has shown remarkable versatility, making her a unique and enduring figure in the entertainment world. Kevin Hagen, born on April 3, 1928, in Chicago, Illinois, was an American actor best known for his role as Dr. Hiram Baker on Little House on the Prairie. Throughout his career, Hagen portrayed various characters in television and film, with his portrayal of the kind-hearted country doctor becoming his most iconic role. Kevin Hagen had a challenging start in life. His father left the family when he was just a baby, and his mother struggled to raise him. After moving to Portland, Oregon, Hagen lived with his aunt and uncle. Initially pursuing a law career, he changed paths after a professor suggested he try acting. He joined a local theater company, where he discovered a passion for performing that led him to pursue acting in Hollywood. Hagen began his acting career in the 1950s with small roles in television and film. His rugged Appearance and ability to play various character types helped him secure guest roles on popular westerns like Gunsmoke, The Big Valley, Bonanza, and The Rifleman. His versatility allowed him to work steadily, appearing in many different genres, including science fiction, drama, and crime shows. Kevin Hagen's most memorable role came in 1974 when he was cast as Dr. Hiram Baker on Little House on the Prairie. As the gentle and dedicated town physician of Walnut Grove, Dr. Baker was often called upon to treat illnesses, deliver babies, and provide care during emergencies. His character was an essential part of the community, and Hagen's portrayal brought warmth and authenticity to the role. Dr. Baker was more than just a doctor. He was also a friend and confidant to the townspeople, often providing emotional support during difficult times. Hagen's performance as Dr. Baker contributed significantly to the show's depiction of frontier life, where medical care was challenging and doctors often had to rely on limited resources. His portrayal of the caring and knowledgeable doctor endeared him to audiences and made the character an integral part of the series. Hagen appeared in the show for its entire run from 1974 to 1983 and was involved in many of the major storylines, including treating the Ingalls family members and other residents during various crises. His character's compassionate nature and dedication to his patients made Dr. Baker a beloved figure on the show. Following the conclusion of Little House on the Prairie, Kevin Hagen continued to work in television and made appearances in shows like Highway to Heaven, reuniting with Michael, Landon, and Simon. However, he found it challenging to escape the typecasting that often followed actors after portraying iconic characters. Later in his career, Hagen embraced his association with Little House on the Prairie by performing in one-man shows where he would share stories about his time on the show and portray Dr. Baker, entertaining fans who still cherished the character. These performances allowed him to connect with audiences who appreciated his work on the series. Kevin Hagen was married 4 times and had one son, Christopher. In his later years, he lived in Southern Oregon, where he enjoyed a quieter life while still participating in Little House on the Prairie fan events and reunions. His dedication to his fans and willingness to share his experiences made him a beloved figure even off-screen. Kevin Hagen passed away on July 9, 2005, at the age of 77, after battling esophageal cancer. His death was mourned by fans and former colleagues who remembered him for his kindness, talent, and the significant impact he made through his portrayal of Dr. Baker. Hagen's role as Dr. Hiram Baker remains one of the most cherished aspects of Little House on the Prairie. His ability to bring the character to life with authenticity and warmth left a lasting legacy on American television. The character of Dr. Baker continues to be remembered as a symbol of compassion, dedication, and the enduring spirit of community that defined the series. Dabbs Greer, born Robert William Greer on April 2, 1917, in Fairview, Missouri, was an American character actor whose career spanned over 5 decades. Known for his distinctive voice and ability to play a wide range of roles, he became a familiar face on television and film. His most iconic role was as Reverend Robert Alden on Little House on the Prairie. Greer grew up in Anderson, Missouri, where he developed an interest in acting at a young age, performing in local theater productions. He attended Drury College, now Drury University, in Springfield, Missouri, where he studied theater and English. After graduation, Greer moved to Hollywood to pursue a career in acting. He began his career in the late 1930s, securing roles in films and then transitioning to television. In the 1950s, Greer became known as a prolific character actor, appearing in numerous TV series and films, often in supporting roles. His versatility allowed him to play various characters, including lawmen, doctors, teachers, and everyday men. Dabbs Greer joined the cast of Little House on the Prairie in 1974, portraying Reverend Robert Alden, the kind and compassionate pastor of the church in Walnut Grove. As Reverend Alden, Greer brought warmth, sincerity, and a calming presence to the series. His character often provided spiritual guidance, support, and comfort to the residents of Walnut Grove during times of hardship and celebration. Reverend Alden's role went beyond simply delivering sermons. He was actively involved in the lives of the townspeople, offering counsel during crises, performing weddings, and presiding over funerals. Greer's portrayal of the gentle pastor added a sense of authenticity and groundedness to the show, making Reverend Alden a beloved figure among fans. Throughout the series, Greer's character was featured in numerous memorable episodes, including those that dealt with themes of faith, morality, and community. His portrayal helped emphasize the values of kindness, forgiveness, and hope that were central to the show's message. After Little House on the Prairie ended in 1983, Dabs Greer continued to work in television and film. He made guest appearances on popular TV shows such as The Golden Girls, LA Law, and ER. He also appeared in movies, including his notable role as the elderly Paul Edgecombe in the critically acclaimed film The Green Mile 1999, starring Tom Hanks. This role brought him renewed recognition and demonstrated his enduring talent. Greer's career spanned a remarkable range of genres, from westerns and dramas to science, fiction, and comedies. He became known as the quintessential character actor, never the leading man, but always delivering memorable performances that enhanced the story. Dabs Greer was a private individual who kept much of his personal life out of the public eye. He never married and did not have any children, dedicating much of his life to his work. He remained close to his roots, frequently visiting his hometown in Missouri and staying connected to the community. Dabs Greer passed away on April 28, 2007, at the age of 90 in Pasadena, California, after a battle with kidney failure and heart disease. His death marked the end of a long and distinguished career in acting, with over 300 television and film credits. Greer's legacy is defined by his ability to bring authenticity and depth to every role he played. As Reverend Alden on Little House on the Prairie, he left an indelible mark on one of television's most beloved family dramas. His work on the show continues to be appreciated by fans, who remember him as a symbol of kindness, faith, and resilience. His career as a character actor also serves as a testament to the importance of supporting roles in shaping the world of film and television. Rammus Pera, born on September 14, 1960, in New York City, is an American former actor best known for his role as John Sanderson Edwards on Little House on the Prairie and as the young Caine Grasshopper in the TV series Kung Fu. Pera's career as a child and young adult actor saw him take on several memorable roles in television and film during the 1970s. Rammus Pera was born into a family connected to the entertainment industry. His mother, Lisa Pera, was a stage actress who emigrated from Russia. His acting career began somewhat unexpectedly after his mother took him to a casting call when he was about 8 years old. Despite his lack of formal training, Pera landed his first role, which launched his career in acting. Pera gained early recognition in 1972 when he was cast as the young Kwai Chong Caine in the hit television series Kung Fu. His character, nicknamed Grasshopper by his mentor, played a young monk who learns the ways of martial arts and spiritual wisdom in a Shaolin temple. The role brought him significant fame, and his scenes in the show became some of the series' most iconic moments. Rammus Pera joined the cast of Little House on the Prairie in 1975 as John Sanderson, a young man who is adopted by Isaiah Edwards Victor French and Grace Edwards Bonney Bartlett after his biological father dies. John was depicted as a sensitive and studious character, quite different from the rugged Edwards family lifestyle. He had a talent for writing and poetry, which made him an idealistic and gentle soul. One of the main storylines involving John Sanderson was his romantic relationship with Mary Ingalls Melissa Sue Anderson. The two characters fell in love and even became engaged, with plans for John to attend college to pursue his writing However, Pera's character was eventually written out of the show in season 4 when the writers decided to end John and Mary's relationship, having her choose to focus on her family rather than pursue the long-distance relationship. Following his departure from Little House on the Prairie, Rammus Pera continued to act in guest roles on various television shows, including The Waltons, Family Affair, The $6 Million Man, and The Incredible Hulk. However, as he reached adulthood, Pera found it increasingly challenging to transition from being a child actor to an adult actor, and opportunities became more limited. In the early 1980s, Pera made the decision to leave acting and pursue a different career. He moved into the field of electronics and home theater design, where he found success as a business owner and entrepreneur, specializing in high-end audio and video systems. Rammus Pera has largely maintained a private life since leaving Hollywood. He married and started a family, and his work outside of acting has kept him involved in technical and creative industries, albeit in a different capacity. Despite stepping away from acting, he occasionally participates in Little House on the Prairie reunion events and conventions, where he connects with fans who fondly remember his roles in the beloved series. Rammus Pera's legacy in television is defined by his roles in Kung Fu and Little House on the Prairie, where he brought sensitivity and depth to his characters. As young Kane in Kung Fu, he was part of a series that became a cultural touchstone in the 1970s, and as John Sanderson Edwards, he contributed to some of the more poignant storylines in Little House on the Prairie. Though he chose to leave acting, his performances continue to resonate with fans of classic television, cementing his place in TV history. Brian Part, born on March 24, 1962, in Los Angeles, California, is an American former child actor best known for his role as Carl Sanderson Edwards on Little House on the Prairie. His work on the beloved series in the 1970s brought him recognition, though he later chose a different career path outside of acting. Brian Part began acting as a young child, appearing in commercials and small television roles. His natural talent and on-screen presence helped him land opportunities in the entertainment industry during his childhood. Brian Part joined the cast of Little House on the Prairie in 1975, playing Carl Sanderson, one of the 3 children adopted by Isaiah Edwards, Victor French, and Grace Edwards, Bonnie Bartlett. Along with his siblings, John Rammus Pera and Alicia Kyle Richards, Carl was brought into the Edwards family after the death of his biological parents. His character was portrayed as adventurous and sometimes mischievous, often getting into trouble alongside the other children. In Walnut Grove, Carl's storylines typically revolved around the trials of adjusting to life on the frontier and bonding with the Ingalls family. Though he was not one of the primary characters, Carl's role contributed to the extended family dynamic on the show, depicting the broader sense of community that was central to the series. Part remained on Little House on the Prairie for several seasons, but like many child actors on the show, he was eventually written out as the storylines evolved and focused on other characters. The Edwards family was phased out in the later seasons, leading to Carl's departure from the series. After leaving Little House on the Prairie, Dean Butler, born on May 20, 1956, in Prince George, British Columbia, Canada, is a Canadian-American actor, producer, and writer best known for his role as Almanzo Wilder on Little House on the Prairie. His portrayal of Laura Ingalls' husband brought him recognition and made him a beloved figure among fans of the classic television series. Butler has since enjoyed a diverse career in entertainment spanning acting, producing, and writing. Dean Butler grew up in Canada before moving to the United States, where he attended the University of the Pacific in Stockton, California. While in college, he developed a passion for acting and began to pursue a career in the entertainment industry. His early acting work included guest appearances on TV shows, as well as roles in commercials. Dean Butler joined the cast of Little House on the Prairie in 1979, during the show's 6th season as Almanzo James Wilder. His character was introduced as the love interest of Laura Ingalls, played by Melissa Gilbert, and their romantic storyline became central to the series in its later seasons. Almanzo, known as Manly by Laura, was depicted as a hardworking and determined young man who shared Laura's pioneering spirit. The relationship between Laura and Almanzo was a significant plotline, evolving from an initial friendship to courtship, engagement, and eventually marriage. Their journey together depicted the challenges and joys of building a life on the frontier, including starting a family and overcoming hardships such as illness and financial struggles. The chemistry between Butler and Gilbert helped make the on-screen romance believable and endearing, contributing to the lasting legacy of the show. Butler continued to portray Almanzo through the series' final season in 1983, and he also appeared in the post-series TV movies Little House, A New Beginning, Little House, Look Back to Yesterday, and Little House, The Last Farewell, which wrapped up the show's storyline. After Little House on the Prairie, Dean Butler continued to act in television and film. He appeared in popular series such as The Love Boat, Murder, She Wrote, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, where he played Hank Summers, the father of the title character. While his role as Almanzo remained his most famous, Butler sought to diversify his career with different acting roles. In addition to acting, Butler expanded his career to include producing and directing. He developed a particular interest in documentary filmmaking, focusing on projects related to the Little House legacy and Laura Ingalls Wilder's life. Butler produced and directed documentaries, such as Almanzo Wilder, Life Before Laura and Pa's Fiddle, The Music of America, which explored the historical and cultural context of Wilder's stories. Dean Butler has remained actively involved with the Little House on the Prairie community, participating in cast reunions, fan conventions, and special events related to the show. He has embraced his connection to the role of Almanzo, often sharing insights about his experiences on the set and his interactions with fellow cast members, particularly Melissa Gilbert. His continued work on documentaries about Laura Ingalls Wilder and her family has kept him closely tied to the legacy of Little House on the Prairie, allowing him to contribute to preserving and promoting the historical significance of Wilder's writings and the show's impact on popular culture. Dean Butler married actress and producer Katherine McGregor in 2001. The couple met while Butler was auditioning for a role on Father Murphy, a series produced by Michael Landon. They have since worked together on various projects, combining their talents in the entertainment industry. Dean Butler's portrayal of Almanzo Wilder remains one of the most cherished aspects of Little House on the Prairie, with his character's love story with Laura serving as a pivotal part of the series. His work beyond acting, particularly in documentary filmmaking, has allowed him to continue contributing to the legacy of Little House and its historical context. Butler's career showcases his versatility and commitment to preserving the stories that have touched many generations, and his continued involvement in projects related to Little House on the Prairie keeps the spirit of the show alive for new audiences. Shannon Doherty, born on April 12, 1971, in Memphis, Tennessee, is an American actress, producer, and director best known for her roles on iconic television series like Little House on the Prairie, Beverly Hills, 90210, and Charmed. Her career, which began in childhood, has been marked by memorable performances, personal struggles, and resilience. Shannon Doherty grew up in a family that supported her acting aspirations. She began her career at a young age, appearing in commercials and guest roles on television. Her big break came when she was cast on Little House on the Prairie, where she got her start in the industry. That would eventually make her a well-known name. Shannon Doherty joined Little House on the Prairie in 1982 during its 9th season, also known as Little House, A New Beginning. She played Jenny Wilder, the niece of Almanzo Wilder Dean Butler and Laura Ingalls Wilder Melissa Gilbert. After the death of her father, Jenny is taken in by Almanzo and Laura, who care for her as their own. Her character dealt with several dramatic storylines, including the grief of losing her parents and a near-death experience when she almost drowned. Despite appearing in the show's final season, Doherty's performance as Jenny helped bring new energy to the series during its last stretch. She also reprised her role in the follow-up TV movies that wrapped up the storylines. After Little House on the Prairie ended, Doherty continued to find work in television. But her career truly skyrocketed when she was cast as Brenda Walsh on Beverly Hills 90210 in 1990. Created by Aaron Spelling, the show quickly became a cultural phenomenon, with Doherty's character playing a central role in the lives of the privileged teenagers of West Beverly Hills. Her portrayal of Brenda made her a teen idol and cemented her status as a star. However, Doherty's time on Beverly Hills 90210 was marked by off-screen controversies, including reported conflicts with cast members and rumors of unprofessional behavior. She left the show in 1994 after 4 seasons, but her role as Brenda Walsh remained one of the defining parts of her career. Shannon Doherty found renewed success in 1998 when she was cast as Prue Halliwell in the supernatural drama series Charmed. The show, which focused on 3 sisters who are powerful witches, became a hit, and Doherty's character was central to the storyline for the first 3 seasons. Her chemistry with co-stars Alyssa Milano and Holly Marie Combs contributed to the show's popularity. However, behind-the-scenes tensions, particularly with Alyssa Milano, led to Doherty's departure from Charmed in 2001, when her character was killed off. Despite the drama, her role as Prue remains a favorite among fans of the series. Shannon Doherty's personal life has often been in the public eye, with well-documented struggles including multiple marriages, legal issues, and health challenges. In 2015, she was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she has been open about her battle with the disease, sharing updates about her treatments and experiences to raise awareness. Doherty announced in 2020 that her cancer had returned and was at stage 4. Despite the setback, she continued to work, taking on acting roles and advocating for cancer awareness. Her resilience in the face of adversity has earned her respect from fans and colleagues alike. In recent years, Doherty has continued to act, appearing in films and television projects, including a reboot of Beverly Hills 90210 in 2019, which reunited her with the original cast. Her battle with cancer has also made her a passionate advocate for health awareness, using her platform to share her journey and encourage others to seek early detection. Shannon Doherty's career is marked by her memorable roles in some of television's most beloved series, from her early start on Little House on the Prairie to her iconic performances on Beverly Hills 90210 and Charmed. Her resilience in overcoming personal and professional challenges has made her a symbol of strength and perseverance. Despite the ups and downs, she remains an enduring figure in popular culture, admired for her talent and courage in the face of life's toughest battles. Matthew Labiordos, born on December 8, 1966, in Los Angeles, California, is an American actor best known for his role as Albert Quinn Ingalls on Little House on the Prairie and for his voice acting work in animated series and video games. He is the younger brother of fellow actor Patrick Labiordos, and his career has included both on-screen roles and significant contributions as a voice actor. Matthew Labiordos was adopted as an infant by actress Frances Marshall and interior designer Ronald Labiordos. Growing up in a family involved in the entertainment industry, he began acting at a young age despite facing some challenges, including being born with a heart defect and being diagnosed with autism. His parents helped him overcome these early obstacles, and he quickly developed an interest in performing. By the time he was 7, he was already landing acting roles in commercials and television shows. Matthew Labiordos joined Little House on the Prairie in 1978, during the show's 5th season, as Albert Quinn Ingalls, an orphan taken in by the Ingalls family. His character was a young runaway with a troubled past, who was eventually adopted by Charles Michael Landon and Caroline Ingalls Karen Grassle. The addition of Albert brought a new dynamic to the series as he formed close bonds with the Ingalls children, especially Laura Melissa Gilbert. Albert's storylines were some of the most poignant and dramatic on the show, including episodes that dealt with his struggles with addiction, his search for his biological family, and his ambitions to become a doctor. The character became a fan favorite due to his compelling backstory and Lebiordo's ability to bring depth and sensitivity to the role. He continued on Little House on the Prairie until the show ended in 1983, and he reprised his role in the follow-up TV movie Little House. Look back to yesterday, where Albert faces a terminal illness. Following his time on Little House on the Prairie, Matthew Lebiordos continued acting, appearing in various television shows and films. He had guest roles in popular series such as Highway to Heaven, The Love Boat, and Night Court. He also appeared in the film Deadly Friend 1986, a horror movie directed by Wes Craven, where he played a boy genius who builds a robot that goes rogue. In addition to his on-screen work, Lebiordos found success as a voice actor. His voice acting career includes roles in animated series like Spider-Man, the animated series where he voiced characters such as the young Prince Eric in the Little Mermaid TV series. He also lent his voice to various video games, including Star Wars games, where he portrayed additional characters. His ability to bring characters to life with his voice has made him a sought-after talent in the world of animation and gaming. Matthew Lebiordos has largely maintained a private personal life. His experiences with overcoming his early health challenges and his work on Little House on the Prairie led him to become involved in advocacy for youth with autism. He and his brother Patrick co-founded the Youth Rescue Fund, a charity dedicated to helping runaway and homeless youth, using their platform to raise awareness and support for at-risk children. Matthew